Hi, everybody. We're back for another book review, Robo en la noche by Christy Placido from Michigan. Fluency Matters. 15-year-old McKenna Parker had reservations about her father's new job in Costa Rica, but little did she know that missing her home and her friends would be the least of her worries. She finds herself in the middle of an illegal bird trading scheme, and it is a race against time for her father to save her and the treasured macaws. So yeah, here we go. Real thick book. Okay, you can get this on Fluency Matters, and it's present. Let's see. To read this book in the present tense, turn the book over. So past tense is on the front side, and if you flip, then you got the present tense on the other side. So kind of looks weird that I'm holding it this way, but it's right here. See? So Christy Placido, author extraordinaire. She wrote books like Mata la Piñata, Kill the Piñata, and Robo en la noche, along with many other books. So yeah, she's a great author. I know her. She knows me. And she presents at Mitten CI. And so yeah, McKenna and her father, Dr. David Parker, board the plane, and they sit down in chairs 7E and 7F. McKenna sits down in the chair 7F and looks through the window from the plane. So that kind of starts you off. And what else? So yeah, so she goes to, I think, doesn't she say something about Michigan State here at first? That she's from Michigan or something. And so now they're off to, oh yeah, I'm sorry, University of Michigan, Universidad de Michigan. So not Michigan State, which is the better college because Bill Van Patten used to work there. But we'll take University of Michigan. What else? So everything's in the present tense, and she makes her way to Costa Rica, and there's a lot of dialogue in here, and little illustrations here and there, mainly text. And what else? I'm trying to figure out. Voy a dormir. Okay, we have future in here. We have simple present. The word count, I think, is kind of high. So there's a lot of different, unique words in here, by the way. And indirect object pronouns, leila. Nothing too complex, I don't think, grammatically speaking. Not even the present tense. The present tense section, there is a couple past tense things that are going on, like she died or se murió. Yo tuve, okay, I had to, that's even in the present tense section, but not much. Trying to think, I haven't read this in a while, but yeah. And then if you flip it over, you have the past tense in here. Everything's written just the same, except all the verbs are put into the past tense. McKenna cortó un mango y una papaya para Mimi. So she cut the mango and the papaya for Mimi, which is like this little bird that she gives the name to. Mientras caminaba, while she was walking, oyó la voz de un hombre. She heard a voice of a man. Estaba hablando por teléfono. So there you go. I like the book. It's pretty good. It's been around for at least over 10 years now. I think there's a Facebook group called, there's a lot of the Facebook groups that are, if you want to be in the Robo de la Noche Facebook group or the Esperanza, a lot of the books have like Facebook groups for people to share ideas and activities that they're doing around this book. So obviously you can talk about Costa Rica outside of the novel, right? Talk about how eco-friendly Costa Rica is and how small of a country it is, and how you have, at least 1 million probably expats from Canada and the US that live in Costa Rica permanently. And what you could talk about, the issues that presents, right? And how, that's not necessarily a good thing for those who actually live in the country. You talk about that, how it just, well, we're not going to talk about that, but yeah, I'm trying. Okay. And so anyways, I would recommend that, 35 copies of this for a class set. I have 35 copies of this book. I ended it with level 1 year. This would be, I would say, for level 1, it's got to be the last book of the year if you're going to read it as a class set. Okay. In Spanish too, start it off at the beginning of the year, but just go right to the past tense version instead. Okay, so that's my suggestions if you have this as a class set. Okay, a lot to work with. If you make this the actual, the curriculum itself, if you have that luxury, right? The whole unit is about Costa Rica and the vocabulary and some and stuff. Robo en la noche. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome if that was like your unit was the novel, a book, you know what I mean? For something that's more compelling and engaging for students and things like that. Anyways, that's it. Oh, silent sustained reading can just go into first and second year, right off the bat. If you're getting students who've never read a book at all and they're somehow made their way to Spanish 3 without reading any novels in that, this would be a good book to start them off as a beginning book. Keep it in the past tense. So those are my recommendations for Robo en la Noche. Yeah, I have 35 copies of this. So I didn't read it this year, but I probably get back on. I'll read it again next year. I'll probably start if I have level 2, I'll start with probably Robo en la Noche or Fiesta Fatal. Probably Robo en la Noche, I think. Anyways, so that is my book review. All right, very good. So I'm Darren Way, and happy second language acquisition and input and interaction to all of us.